to Evansville Podcast. My name is Jason Burton. Thank you for listening. On today's episode, we are going to go through some Thanksgiving movies. Cory Edwards and I sat down the other day and ranked some movies. I don't know if you haven't heard our previous episode that we ranked some movies. Go check that out. We agree a little more today than we did the other day. But the episode today, we are Thanksgiving themed. Turns out not a lot of Thanksgiving movies, but we wanted to do something to keep it light for the holidays in case you needed to throw some headphones on to get through the day or help you with your trip out to wherever you're going. So hopefully you'll enjoy and a nice little distraction. Also, we are playing a sample of the most recent Clockwork Nights podcast. Clark sat down with some friends and talked about the late 90s, early 2000s punk and hardcore scene in Evansville. So we're going to play a little clip of that, hopefully to entice you to go and check out the full episode. That episode will be linked in the show notes, but you can also search for Clockwork Nights in your favorite podcast app, and you will find that as well. So let's get into it. Thank you, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
This is a great episode. I get to sit down and talk with my friends Kyle, Lee, and Chad about their experience growing up in the Evansville music scene, the hardcore and punk scene. We get into the bands that they've been in, stories about recording or performing, what they miss in the Evansville music scene, things that could possibly offend people if they were done nowadays during shows, things that I would personally like to see come back. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. So, grab your craft brew beer, grab your coffee, whatever you're drinking this evening, hang out with us. I have to say that it was very nice to sit down and just get to hang out with these guys.
Yeah, it was different back then. It's probably, you think about it now, it's a lot easier for bands to get noticed, I think, if you're actually good at what you're playing.
Yeah, yes and no.
Back when
there's oversaturation, though, because of the ease of everything.
A couple of years ago, I was talking to a promoter from out of town. He said the problem is there's too many bands now. Music is more popular than it was like 10, 15 years ago.
Really?
That's not a bad thing,
That's why touring is so hard for bands now, I think.
It's hard to make
There's too much
money
competition, and it's hard to make money.
Okay.
But we're punk, so we're not into money.
Yeah.
I just remember when we started, like for Second Assembly and then even into Disregard, it was really hard to get people to pay attention to you just because you're from Evansville. And it's like, what are you doing in Evansville? There's nothing in Evansville.
For sure.
Yeah, I feel like Midwest
Even though
bands
people
have
would
to
come
work
to
harder.
shows in Evansville and just, because at that point we'd have easily 100 people a night at shows.
Or if not way more.
Yeah,
People wouldn't think the small town could have something so exciting. We had kids from out of town, from Louisville, Cincy, Nashville, come up to some of our bigger shows that we would book, and we'd have 300 people, and they were just like, their jaws would drop. They wouldn't think a town like this could create something like that. And for like 10 years, it's it was huge.
Evansville was probably one of the strongest scenes in the Midwest for a good 5 years.
For a hot
huge.
5 years.
We were getting tours that other big cities weren't, because we had crazy attendance at every show. Mm-hmm. People would come out for everything and go wild at every show.
I know from like booking shows, I was kind of in competition trying to get shows from people that were booking in Nashville or Indy. And after a couple of years, a lot of promoter or booking agents would bypass going to Indy or Nashville or Louisville sometimes, and because they wanted to play Evansville because they knew the turnouts were better and the shows were more exciting, and we took care of our bands and paid our bands what they guaranteed and stuff. So there were some incredible shows over the years.
Yeah. So what was that like for that 5 years? Are you talking from like 98?
No, it probably started
like 2001 to 2006, maybe.
Okay.
Right when 1123 closed, that kind of ended everything.
When 1123 opened and when it closed, I think that was not that the Rev didn't put in their dues.
Yeah. Oh, no, they
those
did.
were some awesome shows there.
Sure.
But really, that's when things kind of exploded.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're doing the Thanksgiving theme tonight, and
Pizza Rev.
and Pizza Rev graciously sponsoring this episode.
Yeah.
Delivering the pizza like
Right
no
to our
other.
door.
Right to her, literally, right to the podcast studio door.
It's like having a celebrity friend.
It is the best. I mean, I highly recommend leeching onto someone who can make food. It's a great way to go through life.
It's amazing
Especially
when
when
people
they're awesome.
see the bus.
Oh gosh,
It's better than being a kid singing an ice cream.
It felt like that.
It felt like the ice cream truck. We saw the bus drive down our street. And we're like,
We all started screaming,
we're
and
screaming.
cheering.
Our kids are screaming in the house.
Practically running down the street throwing money at them.
Yeah.
So thank you, Pizza Revolution. You're the best.
I had a fun guy with sausage. A little special item.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Hey, I highly recommend asking for a Lukey bomb. We'll see if they remember, but friend of the show, Luke Burton, has created his own special monster of a pizza, and it's actually really good. So,
So
You gotta-
thanks.
yeah, so
Thanks
thanks.
to Stephanie and Carissa.
oh gosh, yeah. Thank you for the delivery. They don't deliver to just anyone. So.
Okay. So I'll tell you the two movies.
Okay.
First, you guess which one is the Thanksgiving one, which will be easy for you guys, not necessarily for the listener.
Sure.
And then you can tell me which one's better. All right. We've got You've Got Mail and Twister.
You've got mail.
You've got mail.
You've Got
for
Mail.
sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the Thanksgiving one.
Oh, that's what we were doing first.
That's what you said.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is the Thanksgiving
But it also
one.
wins.
But it also wins.
It wins?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
This already. Paul Blart Mall Cop
Mm-hmm.
and You've Got Mail.
Okay. Here we go.
I would pick You've Got Mail.
Oh gosh, thank you. Yes, you got mail.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And I love Kevin James.
love Kevin James. His stand-up, amazing.
So it takes a lot
So,
to make
yeah.
a Paul
The
Blart,
worst
or-
thing that happened to
yeah.
Kevin James in his life was meeting
Oh, thank you.
Adam Sandler.
It's like they're trying to make him Chris Farley when he's not Chris Farley.
He's good stuff.
Right.
But Adam Sandler ruined him.
Absolutely, totally agree. Thank you.
Look at us.
But-
I know, right? That's like
Us.
first time for everything.
It's Paul Blart Mall Cop or The World Is Not Enough.
Yeah.
Remember, I don't know.
Yeah. So you think all Bonds
All Brosnan Bonds are one
Brosnan
movie.
Bonds are one movie?
Which girl is in A World Is Not Enough?
Michelle Yao.
Okay, I didn't know. But I guess I'll go Paul Blart Mall Cop, if anything, because I want a segue a lot.
So, oh gosh, I hate picking Paul Blart over a Bond, but for I'll go ahead and that's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's,
So Paul Blart.
it was I mean, there was an interesting motorcycle chase, but you don't really care about that kind
In
of thing.
what?
In The World Is Not Enough.
Oh yeah.
It was the one about the.
I thought you meant in Paul Blart.
No, the World Is Not Enough is where it's like the media producer is trying to take over so he can create new
Oh yeah.
stories or whatever. Yeah.
I did not like many of the bro. I like Goldeneye.
Goldeneye was the best. Yeah, Goldeneye is the golden eye standard.
Paul Blart Mall Cop
Mm-hmm.
versus Transformers.
I'll actually go with Transformers, the first one only, and I dislike it, but it beats Paul Blart.
It does beat Paul Blart. It is.
I
Transformers.
hate Shia LaBeouf. Have I said that?
All right, you haven't. But I
Well,
will-
young Shia LaBeouf. Fury, I liked him, but have you seen Fury yet?
No.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So Transformers.
Yep, I'm agreeing.
Okay.
Is Paul Blart Mall Cop better than Jerry Maguire?
No.
Is that our choice here?
Yes.
No.
I was just curious.
No, I mean you never know. Yeah, Jerry Maguire. We'll go Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
What about Hancock?
Hancock.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yep.
Is Paul Blart Mall Cop better than Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace?
No. There's no way. There is absolutely no way.
You're pulling on your beard.
Nah, it's Star Wars. Don't care.
Congratulations, Paul Blart Mall Cop is now number 72.
72. How long? How big's our list?
It's hopefully 72.
I don't
Top
know.
right. It'll say how many movies we have. Top right. Underneath how many rankings we have.
Oh, 82. Thank you.
72 of 82.
That seems
Seems-
percentage wise seems
Seems
right.
pretty high.
Yeah, that seems appropriate.
Seems pretty high to me. All right. I can't even ask you which one's the Thanksgiving movie. It's obvious. Which one?
Well,
Four
we're not doing
Brothers.
that
Yeah, we're not
Anyways.
doing that. That's your segment.
We
Four
vetoed
Brothers.
that.
It's my segment. Four
we vetoed
Brothers or Twister.
Four Brothers is better than Twister.
Yeah, it is a better movie. We're agreeing a lot today.
I know.
Well, that's because the Thanksgiving movie list is not very dynamic.
No.
Four Brothers or Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan.
Easy.
Four Brothers or E.T.
E.T.
Yeah, E.T.
Wow, how bad is Four Brothers?
That's not bad. It's just,
Is it better than Enemy of the State?
no, this was actually
That's a good one.
This is a good one. This is properly
All right, I have mine.
proper area. Four Brothers or Enemy of the State. I'd probably go Enemy of the State.
Me too.
Mission Impossible? Is it better than Mission Impossible?
No,
I would
Mission
go Four
Impossible.
Brothers.
Mission Impossible.
Uh-oh.
We can go Mission Impossible. That's fine.
Yeah, it's.
I don't want Mark Wahlberg to win too much.
And Mission Impossible is more iconic, I think.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Than Four Brothers.
We're good.
We're not. Nobody's recreating anything from Four Brothers. Any of the scenes.
And now for the Thanksgiving showdown.
Here we go.
Four Brothers or You've Got Mail.
Four Brothers.
Yeah, Four Brothers. Who knew that I would pick Four Brothers so much? I mean, it's not a.
So what number did
great
it end up
movie,
with?
but-
41.
41. It's halfway. It's our median.
Huh.
Our new median.
Huh.
We're going to take us back to 1976.
Absolutely. I'm ready. Dun, 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 dun,
Rocky.
dun, 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 dun.
Or You've Got Mail.
Oh, Rocky.
Rocky.
Gosh, Rocky.
This is going to be interesting.
We'll start arguing here in a
It'll get-
second.
yeah, we'll
Because you're
get
going to go higher than me.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
I already know this.
Rocky or The Breakfast Club.
Rocky.
Is Rocky better than Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
God, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. it
Yeah,
is.
but that's... Yes.
Yeah, but for different reasons.
Different reason.
How about Mission Impossible? Not one or two,
Oh.
but three.
Rocky.
Rocky. It's Rocky.
How is Rocky winning this much? This is ridiculous.
Rocky
Because
is
it's an
amazing.
underdog story.
It's going to hit some real stuff here in a minute.
Rocky or Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Rocky.
Woo, number 2. Our new number 2.
Number 3.
Oh, was it
I think
number
it's 3.
Here,
Okay. Here we go.
Rocky or Finding Nemo.
Oh, Rocky.
Now, this is where I would go against Rocky.
This is where I
Solid
figured
Rocky.
we were going to have an issue.
Finding Nemo is better than Rocky.
No.
And I noticed the other day,
Hey, Rocky won an Oscar.
Toy Story 2 and 3, they got rid of the dad.
Yeah.
Dad's gone. How about that?
True.
And that's Pixar.
That's true. You know, I don't want to talk about Toy Story as much. We'll get there, but
Sure, but I'm just saying.
But yeah,
I had to sleep on that. Kill on the moms thing
You know what?
put on me.
Pixar is an outlier, or yeah,
Disney kills the moms.
Disney's the one that kills the moms. Pixar does not.
Okay.
I will totally agree with that. Yes.
But anyway, so Finding Nemo, fun, good, entertaining. Rocky,
Fun, good.
fun, good. It's not fun. It's good.
Fun.
I don't know.
It's
It's
fun.
fine.
It's
Who
It's
goes the
doable.
distance?
It's doable.
Do they both go the distance?
yeah. See, and then isn't that the thing? Is like it shows you like that you can maybe beat the odds and go not necessarily win, but you can like rise above your
When I watched Rocky,
place in life. That kind
it ended, and I went about my life. I didn't say to myself, if Rocky Balboa could do it, Cory Edwards can do it.
Yeah. If you ever recreated the running scene. and
No,
raise your
I've never been to
hands-
Philadelphia.
But
But
did
I
you
mean,
think
just in general.
If Nemo
Oh, no,
can do
never.
it,
No?
if Nemo can do it, Corey can do it.
No, I would think more like if I guess my point is when you tell me that I'm supposed to take this message from Rocky, no one says that about every other movie. Why do I have to do it with Rocky?
There's lots of movies that I
No,
could say
there
that
are,
about.
but there's movies you like that you don't say, hey, you can kill Bill too if you really put your mind to it.
It wasn't TOO. It was the number 2. It was TW.
You know what I'm saying? Like no one else says that. Why does Rocky get credit for that?
Because it's an inspirational story.
Because
man.
we can all get hit in the face.
Like, I you know what? I went and I looked for the Finding Nemo soundtrack because I was going to play some of it for the
Okay.
podcast, and it is incredibly nondescript and bland, and just
which is way better than
this?
Eye of the Tiger.
No, how dare you? Hey, how dare you? And this is Rocky 1, which didn't have Eye of the
Yeah,
Tiger.
no, that was 3.
And what is there a more iconic song than
Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum.
Yeah,
I don't even know if that's how it goes.
Yeah, close enough.
Ba-da, ba-da-da.
Yeah, Gonna Fly Now. I mean,
Okay, I'll give it to you here, but I'm hoping that at some point something else takes this over. I don't think you think it's number
Rocky's
one
not
either.
my number one by any means.
It's just by default,
I
crazy
think-
default that Finding Nemo was our number one.
I don't think it's better. I think if Rocky is, it's better, and even made in the 70s, a lot of those movies don't hold up.
Yeah.
I think even Rocky, it's a little slow, but it still kind of holds up.
Couple questions. What makes Rocky a Thanksgiving movie?
You know, I don't know. I have no idea. It was on the list.
Yeah, it's on the list, but I
It's
don't
on
know
a
why.
Wikipedia list.
I think they just included anything that had a Thanksgiving scene.
So Rocky covers a lot of holidays usually. I mean, all the Rockies seem to cover lots of holidays. There's like a July 4th theme. There's a Christmas one in Rocky 4.
Sure.
So I'm guessing there was just like a scene where they was training and it was like a Thanksgiving meal or something. Maybe
that's when he had the
Adrian and he
the raw
went out
egg
for
was Thanksgiving morning.
Maybe he was like pounding the meat in that frozen butcher place. And
I'm good with
Thanksgiving.
Rocky. I don't want to go very many of the other Rockies, though.
What is a meat locker? Is that what word I'm looking
No,
for?
it's a frozen butcher.
Frozen butcher place. I think that's a technical term.
But no, I've never recreated the Rocky scene. I've never been
You
a
should try.
Rocky fanboy.
You might
though.
actually try it.
So
here's
I'll tell you why. Let me give you. I'll go on your side. One reason I like Rocky, the first one, a lot. I love Burgess Meredith.
oh
Yeah.
So let's
Kind of
Rocky.
like
Let's
Lightning
do
and
it.
Thunder.
Rocky wins. I'm
Rocky
good.
wins.
Yes. 'Cause
New
they-
number one.
They were the best picture, best director,
Best-
best
Yeah,
everything.
Sly had a big year.
Sly wrote it. I mean, and
He did
it's one of the most powerful scenes. Did in one take. I mean, it's kind of a
Considering the whole back and forth and it barely winning, guess where it is on our flick chart?
Number one.
number one.
Number one.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys are weird. You
Eh,
ruin
we
all
knew,
my
I
stories.
mean, it was just weird to find Nemo.
You
We
ruined
just
all
know
my
how flick
stories.
chart works.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
You've been on it a few
A
times.
few. Some of us 3 times more than the other.
In like 8 years less.
Yeah, it's really. I'm really wondering what I was doing this whole time. Raising a family.
Planes, trains, and automobiles
Yes.
versus You've Got Mail.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah. So this is the Thanksgiving movie. Whenever
This is
someone
the-
says
the main one.
Thanksgiving, this is the one that pops into my head. For
Sure.
sure.
Well, this is one of the two.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, it's definitely better than You've Got Mail.
Is it better than The Breakfast Club?
No.
Yes.
I think this is where it stops here.
How do you?
Now, remember, we
You're
agree on
going-
Breakfast Club.
You're going the wrong way.
But you remember that we agree on Breakfast Club.
How do you know where we're going?
But Breakfast Club, I don't know. I liked in that era of comedy, I preferred like The Great Outdoors. I think.
Really?
Is that weird?
That is weird.
Maybe it was just the
I
old
don't think-
96 or eating the fat. I just like
I don't
that scene a
think
lot.
anybody. I mean, where are your hands between 2 pillows?
Those aren't pillows.
Those aren't pillows. That didn't get you the whole tirade he gives to the airport where he's throwing f-bombs.
I do like the airport staff.
That whole with the when he looks over and he's like the car's all like messed up and he looks over and John
Here's
Kennedy's
my
the
problem.
devil.
Because I know how the flick chart.
He's laughing.
Here's our other problem that we have at hand.
Yeah.
Because I know how the flick chart works.
Yep.
If we pick it over Breakfast Club here, it's going all the way up to number 3. Because it's
You don't
going to
want it
beat
number
Mission
3.
Impossible 3.
It totally will.
It's going to beat. It goes on the same algorithm the previous one
you
went
can't
on.
worry about the system. This is not a system. I mean, it's Breakfast Club is fine, but we both agree that the Breakfast Club is like one
No,
of
we
the most
said it was
overrated.
good, but we also don't. We didn't. It was boring.
It's one of the most overrated 80s.
So it's an overrated 80s
Right.
movie or an overrated 80s comedy. I'm going to go with
if
the
I
movie
said-
over the
If
comedy.
I said which one would you watch right now, you would pick.
The Breakfast Club.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
For Thanksgiving.
For Thanksgiving, you
Yeah.
would pick.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I watched like one New Year's Eve. I watched like Inglorious Bastards. I don't have
Well, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I don't have
I'm all in for that this
Your
year.
mom was like, hey, let's watch a movie, Corey. And you're like,
Inglourious Bastards.
Breakfast Club. Definitely.
Well, I mean,
She brings us
does this
two
have less to
movies.
do with my mom or more to do with like what Thanksgiving movie should we watch?
Oh boy.
probably more to do with what Thanksgiving movie should you watch.
Okay, then The Breakfast Club.
Knowing that this movie will come up
Getting
again,
it wrong.
I will go Breakfast Club just to
Yes.
because it does not deserve to be number 3.
It doesn't.
I agree with your logic, but it does deserve to be higher than Breakfast Club at some point.
Okay,
Killing me.
perfect.
So
I'm good with that.
I'll go Breakfast Club right now, but
Yep.
I'm ready to watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles right now.
So now,
Right now.
we just ate a bunch of turkey. Someone else has cleaned up, and you're going to watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles or Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan is a better movie. Yeah, it's a better movie. I mean, I really, yeah, it is. That's a really good movie.
Right.
Yeah, it's really good.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles or E.T.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
I'm good with that.
Uh-oh.
Is it against Breakfast Club again?
No.
Okay, good.
Now, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is up against Office Space.
Oh, Office Space.
Office Space.
Easy.
That's what I thought.
Easy.
I'd watch Office Space on Thanksgiving.
Any holiday is fine with me. You
Yep.
got the day off, you're watching Office Space.
Any day ending in Y? Yes.
Okay. Thanks to your weird algorithm thinking, it is now 37.
Okay.
Good.
Planes,
That's
Trains,
perfect.
and
That's actually
Automobiles
not a
is
bad
number
spot.
That's good.
37.
That's not bad.
That's fair.
I really thought it was going to be higher, but you
It
guys
shouldn't
are
be.
in charge.
Eventually, maybe it'll be lower.
Have you seen The Other Sister?
Yes.
Yes.
We have. Which also, a Thanksgiving movie. Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew? It doesn't take much. Maybe you eat a
Apparently,
turkey sandwich and
they
you're a
say
Thanksgiving movie.
Thanks and giving at
Did
separate times.
Did
and
they
combine
maybe
them.
bring the families together when that happened?
Sounds right.
Is that right?
That's probably right.
So The Other Sister or Four Brothers? Very family friendly.
Four Brothers.
question.
4 brothers.
We're all about brothers over sisters.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. In this case, 100%.
Yep.
I have an idea where this one's going.
Yes.
I have a feeling you do as well.
Yep.
The Other Sister or Scary Movie?
I'll see. I haven't seen Scary Movie.
You said you
Or I
walked
saw
out of the
part-
theater.
We walked out of it. And yet.
And yet I'm going Scary Movie.
Still go Scary Movie.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yep. And yet.
Okay, so we're back to the whole Bond thing. The Other Sister
Bond thing.
or The World Is Not Enough?
The world
Twine.
the world in this case is enough.
It's
The world is
plenty.
plenty. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, other sister loses again.
Now, does The Other Sister beat Jackass?
Oh, gosh, no.
Never.
Jackass. I'll watch Jackass right now.
How about does The Other Sister beat Gone in 60 Seconds?
So we're in a Ribisi off. Giovanni Ribisi.
He's in Gone in
is
60
He's
Seconds?
in both movies here.
I had no idea.
Yes.
I guess I'm going to pick the one where he plays more himself. That word
The
that
Other
properly.
Sister?
I don't know the guy. I don't know.
Yeah, because in Friends, you couldn't really tell either.
Right. And in that, what was that movie? Or that TV show where it was the two Corys?
The two
Is
chords?
it My Two Dads? And they had the two, yeah. Anyways.
I'm going Gone in 60
Gone in
Seconds.
60 Seconds, yes. Nick Cage in a rare win.
Yeah, a rare Nick Cage win.
Now, The Other Sister or The Bourne Ultimatum?
Born on
Born
Ultimatum.
Ultimatum.
All right. I know how you feel about the Bourne series.
Yeah.
Congratulations. The Other Sister is now 86.
Yeah.
Out of 86, dead last.
Yeah.
Out of 86 movies,
Step on its throat.
Yeah.
it's now 86.
To be fair, it's still too high.
Yeah, we need about 1 billion more movies.
All
Turns
right.
out, not a fan.
No, it's awful.
Now we're jumping back.
I like how
time.
afraid we are to talk about it, the movie. Like, we know it's bad. We just don't want to talk about it.
No, I don't want to talk about
I
it.
do not want to get involved
just not
in a
good.
conversation about it.
All right. The star of this movie thinks that every time he researches a character, he literally becomes that character. I'm referring to
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
Yes.
and
Haven't seen it.
The Doors.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it.
You
I
haven't
own it,
seen
but
The
I haven't
Doors?
seen it.
Yep.
Sorry.
Not so. It's good. It's not one to. It's not going to make the list anytime soon.
You
We'll put it that
probably
way.
should have scratched that off my list.
Yeah, sorry.
There's 5 on there that I haven't seen.
Son-in-law,
Mark
Dutch.
them off real fast here.
Okay. For your consideration, or You've Got Mail.
For your
For
consideration.
your consideration. Yeah.
You like Chris Guest?
I love Chris
Okay,
Guest.
good. I just wanted to know that before we continue.
No, That's why I saw that movie.
I got you.
I will see. You know, they have a new one out on Netflix. Have you seen that yet?
No,
Mascots.
haven't.
Movie night.
For your consideration, The Breakfast Club.
For your consideration.
Wow. So
I like this movie. I like the sort of the. It intrigued me, the inner workings of Hollywood kind of thing that they got into a little bit. How the movie changed, and Purim became Thanksgiving, and
Interesting.
how they created Oscar buzz, things like that. Even though it didn't work on a full scale as a comedy, it still was kind of neat as a, I don't know, as the inner workings. Yeah, in a way.
Yeah, I was kind of, I don't know, maybe I need to see it again because I remember being very underwhelmed by the movie.
Yeah, if you went in looking for raucous laughter,
I was looking for
Fred Willard is not in the movie. There's not a single laugh.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm looking for Best in Show. I'm looking for Waiting for Guffman. I'm looking for Spinal Tap, and I get something that's not that at all. So
I agree.
But comparing it to Breakfast Club, I mean, I want to say Breakfast Club because it's just feels like I should, but I don't really love either one. So I'm not. If I don't have a strong opinion, then I'll go with whatever you.
FYC.
Just not a fan of Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's
everybody.
very boring.
Yeah, I'm just bored with it.
I will say that I grew up loving that movie and decided to watch it not that long ago, and it did not hold up.
No,
I was
it's
bored.
not. It's very boring.
It was sad.
So another spoiler alert, not a fan of Molly Ringwald.
Yeah, I guess I'm not either. I don't know much about her. I mean, what has she really done?
Yeah.
What have you done for me lately, Molly?
Exactly. And where's my 42 candles or whatever? You know?
Right. You said it.
For your consideration,
48 candles, I guess. Probably right. She's probably like 48 right now. She was older than me. So
stop talking.
I'm doing like
for your
16
consideration
times.
or Pulp Fiction.
Oh, Pulp Fiction. Jeez.
Yeah, I'll choose Pulp Fiction in this one.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
All right.
Oh my
but
gosh.
is For Your Consideration better than Titanic?
No, I'd say Titanic.
I would.
Yeah, I'd say Titanic for sure.
Oh gosh. Sure, Titanic.
Yeah.
I don't feel good about it. I don't feel good about it.
For Your Consideration or Austin Powers International?
Austin Powers.
You gotta let me finish.
Austin Powers.
I don't care any of them.
Okay. For Your Consideration or Mission Impossible 2?
Oh, for your consideration.
For your consideration.
Yeah.
Yes.
That worked out good.
Wow, we're agreeing way too much today.
I know. And it ended up number 20 on your.
Well, we're going to agree a lot because we're picking the same movie the whole time.
That's true. But yeah.
This format's tough.
This is I guess Christmas will be interesting, I think. More interesting.
Could be.
Because what I consider Christmas movie and what you consider Christmas movie may not be best.
Exactly. Okay. For our last one, before we do Thanksgiving off. Rocky 2 or Four Brothers.
Okay, so Rocky 2 is dreadfully boring for most of the movie. It really is. It's like
is that the one where she's asleep the whole time?
She's in a coma. He's sitting next to her for like an hour of the movie, and then she finally is like, "Yeah, go train or fight or something," and he's like, "Okay," and then it gets good.
2 is of the original 5, not counting Balboa and Creed.
I don't know what you're talking about. The original 4.
I'm just saying.
5 doesn't exist.
I was going to say 2 and 5 are the worst.
Oh, 5 is the
5's
so bad
5
we don't
is
acknowledge it.
Awful.
It's terrible.
But so was Balboa.
I don't even want to talk about it.
That's a separate
Okay,
movie.
but just focus. I'm trying to agree with you here. 2 is not good. I agree with you.
Not good.
I would pick Four Brothers over Rocky 2.
I don't think I can.
But I mean, I'm not strong here.
Just because Rocky does win, it sets up the next 2. And if you watch on like TNT or something,
the
or
last
AMC,
10 minutes of Rocky 2 or Four Brothers.
the last 40 minutes, I was like 30 minutes of Rocky 2 will beat a lot of movies. But the problem is there's another
I like
hour.
that we're going to choose Rocky 2 over Four Brothers because he wins.
But Four Brothers.
Because he wins his boxing match.
He does, but it sets up Rocky 3, which is my favorite. of all the Rockies.
Okay, Rocky 2 then.
Because Four Brothers is
I forgot that he won his match.
You're giving Mark Wahlberg way too much today.
Never, ever.
You love Mark Wahlberg.
You edit. Pizza Revolution did not really sponsor. They're terrible.
Pizza Revolution. You ordered the Mark Wahlberg.
I denounced this podcast.
Give me the Wahlberg pizza. And they're like, Donnie or Mark? And you're like, I guess Mark. He's
Half and
better.
half.
It's called the Funky Bunch. Is
Yeah,
that? It's what it's
the
actually.
Funky Bunch. It's just a lot of cheese
The funky kids on the block.
and a couple of mussels.
Oh God.
Rocky 2
And fried chicken and vanilla milkshake.
or Sleepy Hollow.
Rocky 2.
No, number one.
Rocky 2 or Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
Thank you. We've got a stopper.
Ooh, we do have a stopper. That's huge.
Yeah.
Rocky 2. Titanic.
Rocky 2.
That's dead wrong.
Dead is
Titanic.
Speaking of dead.
I don't know how you don't like Titanic so much.
It's not good.
Now, here's the problem I think that you have with
not good.
Titanic.
I have a lot of problems.
They hit an iceberg.
Yeah.
And
no, it's
in
historical.
your
I
world-
get that part.
In your world, the boat should have immediately exploded.
No. I am
And
not.
that's what I can't stand.
The iceberg
No.
should
Then
have
there needed to
chased
be
them.
some sort of enemy boat chasing around a couple of the good boats or something.
Look.
And then you'd have loved it.
No. I wouldn't. I don't like boat movies. The problem. So, like, Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't even like this movie. All right? He regrets this movie. So how am I wrong?
Okay, if I was sitting here saying that Titanic was better than Pulp Fiction, then I'd understand what your argument
we
is.
would be
But
not doing
we're
the
talking about
segment
Rocky
anymore.
2, which
Yeah.
you're talking about 40 minutes and because he won a fight. You're fighting for reasons.
And he
like
trained
this.
really well. There was a great training scene. Look, it's Titanic, man.
Yeah, Titanic's.
What has Titanic done for us?
What has it done for us?
Yeah.
What's Rocky 2 done for us?
It's given us hope in the world.
Rocky 3 and Rocky,
Rocky
4.
3 and Rocky 4. It brought us those. It ended the Cold War eventually.
So
Rocky 4.
Indirectly.
Indirectly. It's responsible. Without 2, we don't
No.
have 4, for sure.
So the only reason Titanic in your eyes is worse
No,
is
it's
it
water.
they should have figured out how to repair the boat so there could have been a Titanic 2.
Well, look, I understand historically Titanic sunk. I'm cool with that. It's I just didn't like the romantic part of Titanic. If it's a movie about the Titanic sinking and what goes on with that, I'm in. But it's this girl that we don't know if she's making up, Jack, like you mentioned on the last time we talked.
It's a little bit
That's
of a coming
great-
of age,
Yeah, but
a little bit of a classism thing, a little bit of it hits on a lot of things.
Yeah,
You're turned off by love stories.
Not all, but a lot. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's a crutch that they're using in this movie. Without that, is it the best movie of all time, or the most highest grossing movie or whatever? No.
I get it.
And Billy Zane, he's the only good part. So
And Bill Paxton.
Kathy Bates, she's awesome.
Kathy Bates was in this
Kathy
movie?
Bates wasn't it? She was the
Molly Brown, right?
Yeah, Molly Brown, Unsinkable. Yeah, Unsinkable Molly Brown. You know,
I blacked out during part of it.
Only
Celine Dion kind of.
movie where two people in the same movie were nominated for an Oscar for the same role.
It seemed like a weak year then, because I don't know what it was up against. It won like all the awards, and it was not that good.
Well, Kate Winslet did not win. I don't think Gloria Stewart won either.
There you go.
Others
Anybody
were
can
nominated.
get nominated.
Yeah, well, there you go.
They give those out to everybody.
Do they?
I got nominated a couple times.
Yeah, I think Bill Paxton's been nominated.
Jason drew a naked picture of me, and I got nominated. So
Yeah, draw me like your French girls, Jack. I'll go with Titanic over Rocky 2, but no other Rocky.
It has to.
The only reason is to move this conversation
No
forward.
other Rocky.
Good. That makes me feel good.
Rocky 2 is better, but we're choosing Titanic.
Rocky 2, if it were a 40-minute movie, would win, but it's not.
I could watch the first half of Rocky 2 before I watched Titanic again. Rocky 2 is better than Titanic. We've chosen Titanic.
If Rocky
2 or Austin Powers' International Man of Mystery.
Austin Powers.
Yeah, it's Rocky 2 is a bad Rocky. Sorry, Todd.
We're only what if Rocky 2 were the only Rocky movie?
Then it wouldn't be legendary like Rocky is.
Okay, so Rocky 2.
We wouldn't be talking about it.
Exactly.
Rocky 2 or For Your
It'd
Consideration.
be weird to be called Rocky 2. We're the only Rocky.
Get to the point.
Rocky 2 or For Your Consideration. I can't go For Your Consideration just because it's unmemorable. I just don't.
I needed you to remind me what happened in Rocky 2.
Yeah.
She slept for half of it.
Yeah.
And then he won.
But
I did forget he won the fight. He had to remind me of that.
He did win. And it was pretty important.
Because he had just have a whole series
Rocky
of
2.
movies.
Rocky
the whole
2.
speech at the end where he's like, "Yo, Adrian, I did it."
Yeah. Yo, Adrian. I get
It's the
it.
greatest day of my life. Yo, Adrian.
I can't do
it's a
Sly.
thing.
I can't do him.
I did it.
The more we talk about Sylvester, the more it turns me off even more. I can't do it.
So you're choosing
Rocky 2.
Rocky 2.
Yeah, over For Your Consideration.
Yeah,
I can listen to your conversations and still not have a clue which one I'm supposed to pick.
I think we knew what we
It's pretty
picked.
obvious.
Okay, congratulations. Rocky 2 is now number 20 on your flick chart. Okay, so
That
here we
needs to be
go.
rectified.
We're going to figure out the best Thanksgiving movie.
Sure.
Planes,
Well, I
Trains,
guess
and
we already did. It's our
Automobiles.
new number one.
Or your...
Oh,
okay.
yeah. What is our number one?
Yeah, Rocky. So Rocky was our number
Oh,
one.
Rocky.
So
Yeah,
it has
it's
to be.
Rocky.
So of this list,
Yeah.
you're going with Rocky as the best Thanksgiving movie.
It's number one on our flick chart.
It's flick chart tells us.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, it's better than Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Rocky is better than Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, by far.
Yeah.
For your consideration.
Yeah.
Paul Blart.
Yo.
The Other Sister.
Well, let's see. Yes.
Four Brothers.
Yes.
Rocky 2.
Yes.
And
The
You've
most
Got Mail.
redeeming thing about it tonight is that we found our first and worst.
Yes. Yes.
Even though Rocky will not be our first
No,
movie,
but
once this
But
continues.
the other sister very well might be.
The Other Sister could very well stay at the bottom.
It could be.
Now, other movies we weren't able to talk about. The Doors. Dutch.
Yep.
Son-in-Law. And something I can't read because it's in your handwriting.
Charlie Brown.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. Okay, so those. Are
I'm
four
not
things
ever going to
see.
watch any Charlie
You don't-
Brown
you don't
holiday
need to.
movie of any kind.
You don't need
So those will never be rated.
You're fine. You don't need to.
I'll never understand the Charlie Brown thing.
So congratulations to Rocky.
Yeah, because it
By
having seen
default.
those others, it will be all those anyway.
Or is Titanic the best Thanksgiving movie ever?
Certainly better than our options that we had.
No. Ugh. This kills me that Titanic's so high on our list. What's coming up on Cory Stories this week?
Oh gosh,
I wrote Pulp Titanic.
I have a guy on. He's a photojournalist. He started a little photo magazine in Tennessee. He lives in Knoxville. So
Yeah.
Phil Heitman is his name.
Cool.
I think the name of the magazine is Tennessee. What You Did There. So yeah, it'd be interesting.
Thank you, and we hope that you enjoyed this episode. Thanks to Cory and our gracious host Laura for this episode to kind of keep things under control. Check out Clark's podcast; it's a good one, and have a good Thanksgiving. Good job, everybody.